everyone. Are you still trying to learn a skill in this 2025 and you're still making excuses about you don't have the training fee or the training fees to pay and you are in the house sulking and wait. This 2025 and I know that we shouldn't give excuse of money because there's social media and there's information everywhere on social media that you can learn. By the way, Google Nails, you have the desire, but you don't have the money here to pay for the training fee, for the costly advanced training fees or the beginner training fee. Welcome to my channel. This video is for you. I'll be doing a free beginner training on nail and you're going to get every knowledge that you could pay in. I'm going to be giving you all the basics that you need as a nail tech or as a starter nail tech to start your nail journey. You don't need a fee. I'll be giving you that favor for free. So, what will we be discussing? We will look at basic nail equipments. We will look at prepings. We will look at polish applications. We will look at basic designs. Don't forget to join me. Join this journey and don't give a complaint anymore about the fee that you don't have. I know how frustrating it can be to desire something, but you don't have the money yet to start up the training. I started at that level as well. I remember when I wanted to do nails and I had this big dream, this desire, but I didn't just sit and do nothing. I went online, I started admiring people's design. I watched videos, even though it weren't clear classes on how to go about stuff, but I watched from one video to another and I got a little basic idea. It's not really clear basic, but I got a little basic idea that drove my passion to another level. So this is what I'm talking about. These classes that I'm about to give. And then from there, you can move on to save up some amount of money to start up or to pay for a master class or an advanced class or for a professional training. So don't give excuse anymore. Let's get started. So what are the basic things that you need as a native, as a beginner native? Stop bothering yourself with all the heavy tools that are meant for professionals or all the expensive tools or expensive equipments that are meant for professionals or bigger designs that are not your level yet. Start with the basics. What are some of the basic things that you need to get right into? All right. So as a beginner native, there are very few things that you need that are less costly in the market, no matter the area that you are, even in dollars, even in other African continents. That I mean, I'll be giving the prices, some of the prices in dollar and maybe in the currency of other African countries, right? These are the first. These are the first equipment that you need. This is called an A5, right? This is an A5. You need an A5. You need a nail clipper. You need this. You need a critical pin. You need a buffer. This is a buffer, right? This is also a buffer. This is also a buffer. Whichever one that you need. This is a buffer, okay? You need a pair of scissors, just in case. This one is optional, right? You will be needing other basic things like acetone, help to clean nails, to remove dead skin. I'll be explaining each of them later. Some cotton ball, some cottons, cotton ball, whatever. Base coat, top coat, and basic nail polishes like black, white, and I'll be showing you others later, right? These are the few things that you need. Okay, also, you might also need a designer brush, just a basic one. You don't need the advanced type. This will help. These basic equipment that I've shown are less than what you can even imagine. It's because maybe you've never gotten to the market to get a try, to give it a try, to know their prices. But this, you can get this for as less amount that you can least imagine and start up with it. Start up in the house, start up with your family members, start up on your loved ones, practice on your hands. You can even get a mannequin if you want. You can get something like this, or there's this silicone mannequin or hand mannequin, whichever one that you can afford. You can get, this one is I think pretty expensive for beginner, especially if you're working on a budget. This one is a little bit expensive. And they've even make things even better, that you can even have little fingers like this that you can practice on. So you see, why shouldn't you start your own nail journey? These are fingers that are really very affordable, or even other mannequins in the market are very affordable. And you have people around you, you can just call them, practice on their hands, and you see your improvement. So let's get into the tools one after the other and their uses. This is a nail file. A nail file is used to shape nails, extend nail extensions, like this one I'm having. You use the nail file to shape for the various shapes that you've been seeing people having, the square, the almonds, and we'll get into that later. You use a nail file to achieve that shape, right? This is a basic one. Forget about all the machines that exist in the market right now, or in the field right now. You don't need it. You don't need it at the basic level. But all you need is a nail file, and then you need a bow file. These two work together. You can't file without bow file. You need a bow file to smoothen the nail after filing, because this one is, it's kind of sandy in nature, and after filing it's gonna be rough. So you need a bow file to smoothen it and bring it back to a good form. Another thing that you need is a nail clipper. You see, extensions are sometimes very long, and you can use a file to to you can take all your time to file to the desired length that you want. So this is the use of a nail clipper. You use it to reduce the nail extension to the length that you, to the desired length that you want, right? It works easier and makes your work very faster. This is a critical pin. These are equipment used for prepping. You most, if you've been watching nail techs, you've surely heard, or if you've done your nail before, you know the word prepping. Prepping is the basics, the procedures that they use at the beginning before even going in with any extension or anything. So you need a critical pin to clean the external outer skin of your cuticles. Okay, your cuticles. You need the critical pin to clean off the dead skin at the outer layer of your nail, right here at the edge. And this one has a little critical pusher, which you use to push it back. You push it back so that it becomes easier to get. I advise you to go for this as a beginner who is working on a budget, because it is very affordable as compared to this. It is very affordable and very hygiene. It's highly recommended for hygiene purpose, right? Why? Because you can use one of these per person. But as compared to this, if you're working on a budget, you might need a couple of these per person, or a couple of stuff to sanitize it later, which I don't advise. But it's also called a nipper or a critical nipper, right? It works the same as this small thing over here. So get this one and save yourself the stress. And then this one, the liner brush, it's used to draw all the designs, not all, some of the designs you see, the French tips and all the rest, which we'll get into that later. So you can get this for yourself, but if you can't afford for the start, just get the basics first. But it's also part of the basics, so you just get it, it's very affordable. Or there are very affordable ones in the market. Just leave the advanced ones for the advanced ones. And then you need a base coat and a top coat. There's no gel polish without base coat and top coat. Hello. So as I was saying, there's no gel polish in this world without base coat and top coat. It's not going to pass. If you realize that maybe you've been doing your nails in the house, extension this or let's just say you usually have a regular gel polish, you just polish your nail, and in the next 1-2 days it chip off, right? That's because there are things that are used to make that polish last. So there is no gel polish without base coat and a top coat. So that's the use of it. This helps to make your gel polish last for a little bit longer. Basic gel polishes. Now there are different. I'll be advising you to get a black, a white and a black for the start. Why? Because most designs that you see, basic designs, you can use white or black to come out with different designs, right? And you can also use black for just elegant, simple look, right? And then a background, there's another one we call nail tech called a background polish. Now I'll be showing you a sample of that, of a background polish. If you can afford, you can get one or two background polish, something that looks like this. Most designs, most nails that you see in two shades have something called a background color. Let's take, for example, this one. Can you see this? This is the background color. It's a background nail polish. And if you get something like this, alongside white, alongside black, you can use this to create even more than 5 designs, right? So get at least one background nail polish, black and white. This will be good enough for you to start your journey. But if you can afford, you can get a little, there are little palettes of nail polishes of different colors, of different kind, right? But if you can't afford, just go to a place where they sell individually and get one of these 3 things, and you're good to go to start your beginner nail journey with me. Please, you must get these things. You must get all this equipment before you can start off the class with me, because you won't follow up if you don't have the equipment, right? So it is very important that you have the basic equipment. Also get an acetone. Acetone is used to clean up dirt from the nail or from brush nail or whatever. It is used to clean up the nail. This is one of the things that makes the nail give it a seamless look before you apply your gel polish. So you use it first. You use it to clean dirt of any kind on the nail. You can also use it to remove nail polish that has not dried. You can use acetone and it will give you a clean, seamless look. And then you use acetone alongside with cotton. So you need to dip in the cotton in the acetone before you can use it. So you get a good cotton that doesn't leave out cottons on the surface of the nail. If it's just going to allow you to work very dirty. So you can get those things. And somehow, yeah, we can stop there for now. So those are the basic things that you need. You can get little mannequins or individual fingers like this if you don't have somebody to be practicing on frequently. You can practice on your hand, but you won't be working on your hand all the time. So you can get an individual finger like this or basic mannequin if you can afford. These things cost like I don't know, like lowest like $5. Or in other places it can cost, I don't know about price in other places, but that's how much it costs. This one costs as less as $1 for even a couple of them, right? Maybe one for 5 of them or $1 for like 10 of them. So you see, you can really afford this. You can in other African countries, in their currencies, I mean, like for example, Cameroon, this thing costs like 100 francs. Tell me why you don't want to start your journey. This thing costs 100 francs. This one, 500 francs. And then these ones are really very affordable, that it can cost from 500 to 1,000 francs, or even $1 to $5 highest pay nail polish. So why don't you want to start the journey? Follow me for more as I begin this nail journey with you, and don't miss out any lesson. And then from there, you can now raise up money to pay for the advanced training that will boost your skills. With this beginner's class, you can move from here and start practicing your nail on individuals or on your loved ones around, and even start receiving small amounts of money that can help you start up equipment or buy more equipment, or even save up to pay for your advanced training or for even a professional training, right? But this class is going to help you a lot, especially if you have that passion and you're in the house. I have the love for those right now because I've been there. I've been in that place. I've also been in that place where I wanted to learn the nail so badly, but then I didn't have the time, or I had the time, but I didn't have the opportunity to go and learn out, and I didn't have the finance at that time. So if I had come across lessons like this, it would have helped me a lot before I even paid for my professional journey. So this will help you. Don't say that's it, wicked people out there. Don't say everyone is wicked. Please, I'm so kind. I want to give this lesson for free, and don't make an excuse again that you want to learn, but you don't have the money. So that is it. The next thing we'll be talking about how you can set up your space in a very beginner-friendly way that you can receive even 1 or 2 clients or even your family members and make it so comfortable. Let's get it. Now, when it comes to setting your space as a beginner, leave all the fancy tables, all the fancy equipment, like I said. This is a beginner on a budget, and you want to do everything within your power to start up this class as effective as you want without wasting time or without hesitating because you don't have money. All you need is a studying table in your house. Do you have a study table in your house? And that's good to go. A side studying chair, that's enough. Just set it up in a way that you and the person you're practicing on sits on an opposite side, right? Facing each other. Take for example, this is just a mini table that I have. This is a study table, right? Get like a mat, get a mat like this one. Place it in front of you or in the area where you're working so that it collects dirt or excess polishes or excess drop of um of glues and all the rest. Oh yeah, before I forgot, you need a nail glue as well. So get this kind of, maybe this or anything, a cloth, a clean piece of white clothes or a towel or anything that you can find that is really clean and affordable. Just place it in front of you because you don't want to work on an empty table surface like this, because there will be times that nail polishes will drop. There'll be times that you have glue dropping on the table, and with time your table will be a complete mess, right? Especially if you're working in the house where the table is not for that purpose. So you want to get something like a clean towel or a clean piece of cloth and put it in between the place where you are working. Let's say for example I'm working, this is my seat and my client is sitting on the opposite side, and his or her hand will be on this surface where I'm working with, so it collects any excess. That is it. You don't need any professional table or any professional, leave all the dust collector table and all the rest, all the lamp setting and all the rest for those who are professional and those who can afford it. For now, as a beginner who has the passion, who wants to learn nails, and I'm going to help you with this on this journey, all you need is a plain table, get a piece of cloth, or if you can have something like this, place in the surface where you'll be working. This is my seat, this is your seat, this is where we'll be working, and this stuff will help you collect excess, any dirt, because there's going to be a lot of mess, especially as a beginner. So you don't want to mess up the table or the surface and make the area uncomfortable, especially if it's in your house where people getting in. So that is it. There's no other any kind of expensive thing that you need. With time, if you want, after this training, we can then go into a professional setting or a professional setup at the comfort of your home, if you can afford a business space at the comfort of your home, where you can set up all this stuff. And oh my god, am I talking for nothing?